All right, I didn't think long. We're going to use this card. We're going to activate 1 5th Panzer Army Corps back to the XLVII. So we're going to activate all of these pieces with the purple band, and we're going to continue to run west. Okay, so they're activated. There's no adjacent roadblocks to check. I'm first going to take goodness. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can shuffle these around a bit. Let's first attempt to get to Rochefort. With this one. So, 1. If I move here, there's a potential that bridge blows. So I'm going to go, that was 1. Shoot. 2, 3, 4. That's the risk we're going to have to take, because I can't get in there if I go this way. So that's 1. That is 2. We have to do a bridge check. A 1 or 2 results in a blown bridge. 7. Okay. Now we have to do a roadblock check because we're next to a VP hex. So 5 or less. 2. Isn't that nice? So roadblock goes up. So with that in mind, we're going to do something different with this piece. 1. Let's see, that could be 4, or that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, or that could be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move him here. Two, 3, 4, 5. I could do strategic movement. There's nothing to obstruct that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to do that? Or leave him up here? 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that. We're going to move him to here. This piece, 1, 2, 3. Get him into the town. I'm not going to move him, so before I forget, I do want the improved position. I technically do that at the end of the turn, but that's so I don't forget. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I'm going to tie that piece up. This one. 1, 2, 3. We may be doing an attack with those light blue pieces at some point. Let's position him. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. So that's our front. We kind of have our own line. Okay. So a line of zone of control is going from here all the way down. I don't quite have it across the bottom. I'm fine with that. Okay, that is the extent of that card. So we move that core deeper into the Allied gap. Okay, back to the Allied turn, because that, of course, used 4 command level points. Allies. Okay, there's no special. We will check to deploy core reserves. No reserves. Do we have any out of contact? XVIII. In contact. I'm going to check a rule real quick because no one is proximate to that. He cannot go from zone of control to zone of control. Same with that one. Those are considered in contact because they don't have enough strength points. Because I am proximate. All right. Out of contact. I'm really interested if out of contact mentions the well, he would not be he's preserving the line. He's not creating or enlarging a gap, technically. I'm not currently proximate to that because I can't move there. If I remove that piece, suddenly I could move there. It's probably one of those tiny wrinkles in the rules I'm going to have to think about. Let me look at the rule real quick in case that helps. Out of contact. In Allied communication and no German unit proximate, and its removal would not create a gap in the line. Would not create. It doesn't mention not create or enlarge. It would not create a gap. So we're going to say that that piece is, in fact, out of contact right now. So that means we could redeploy him if there's an eligible location using method A. So his core area, XVIII, is from here up. Okay. So, empty position. Able to trace Allied supply. German unit is proximate. Technically, that I believe would include that position. He's proximate. Not in danger of surround because another roadblock. Okay. So I believe that's eligible. Cannot get there. Cannot get there. You could break nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I cannot reach that. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not proximate. Not eligible. Oop, up here. That might be eligible. Because it can trace supply off the map if it's on the edge. One. I'm proximate. No, that's next to Allied. I'm proximate. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm proximate here. They're probably going to go to Verviers. That figures. We can probably stop checking. It's going to want within 3 hexes of a unit in the same division. So looking at the 7th Armored, well, we got to check. That's not valid. Not valid because they're next to Allied pieces. Not valid. So, not valid. So we're not going to be able to pass the check that's within 3 hexes of this. So then it's going to check within 3 hexes of the same corps, of which we have the 82nd Airborne. And if there's other locations within 3 hexes of a corps, that's fine. Because of all of those, we would be then looking at the highest hold value, which is probably going to be Verviers because it's a hold value of 6. So we can get rid of the 3 and the 4. That one's a 5. That's one of the higher hold values. So that piece is going to go to Verviers. 7th Armored to Verviers. That is too bad because we were hoping to do an end around up at the top. Okay. So again, the solo player rules are working nicely. So back to the German impulse. I'm gonna pause. All right. We're going to activate all units in this corps. And we're going to continue to hammer on that stack. They are dispersed. 13.9. That's a number I used to look up all the time. Dispersed. Does not exert control. May not be the recipient of combat tactics. Attacker subtracts 1 hit from hits incurred. Okay? So, we're going to go after that aggressively. Since I cannot do the sweep around a Verviers, let's try and eliminate this stack. Again, since there's no zone of control, I can move from here to here. Shoot, I can even move to here. So that's going to be 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, I can't get there anyway. I was thinking if I could go down the road. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at least going to get on this side of him. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I actually have to roll a roadblock check. So let's do that. 5 or less. 8. That's good. And then this stack will move here. We're going to do this differently, okay? Observe. This has a movement of 6. 1, 2, into the forest is 4, 6, okay? I did that because that establishes that as a German town. Okay, the other piece will simply advance. He will advance to there. I'll keep him on the road as well. Okay, so these are going to be attacking that stack. I wish I could move him to here, but that would cost me 5 points. If I move him here, he could potentially attack him. And I'm going to say that's okay. Okay, so he will move next to him. These I will leave as they were, unless I want to move one off. Whoops. Oops. Let's do that. Let's break one. 1 to break contact, 2 to the inner of that. That'll be 3. All right. So again, we do not draw a combat tactic for that. I'm not going to add any cards to that attack. So we're going to go as is. Minimum draw will be 2. No air power. No air power. Well, that's unfortunate. The defender is elite. They've got the red dot. So, maximum chit draw is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unbracketed pieces. 5. 6 because there's an elite. 7 because we have one that's greater than 2 strength. So I'm taking all 5 because I really want that piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attacker is not green. Attacker is elite. Okay. No artillery. Oh, good grief. Defender is elite. He's in the woods. Attacker green. Attacker elite. Those offset. Those offset. Remember, he's dispersed, so attacker subtracts 1 hit from hits incurred. So the end result is nothing. No hits taken by anyone. That's not what we wanted. Toss these aside. It was 3 command level points. And we switch to the allied turn. U.S. 3rd, 12th Corps. Okay, we have not done much down here for a while. There's no special event for the day. Deploy Corps Reserves, none. We do check for out of contact as a part of that. This one might be out of contact because I cannot move. I cannot move here. So this piece is out of contact. The rest are all in contact. So we'll check our method A. Do we have an, so this core area, do we have an empty position? German unit proximate. Not adjacent to an allied unit with zone of control. Okay, these two units do not exert zone of control because they're bracketed. This is a empty position. Do I have a unit proximate? 1, 2. No, because that is an unbridged river. He could not move there. I'm sorry, he could move there. These have no zone of control. This piece could break contact, costs 1 point, move here, that's his second point. So that is a position in empty position, core area, can trace Allied supply. Yes, over the bridge and off the map. German unit is proximate. It would not be in danger of surround because this back hex is exposed as Allied zone of control only. It's not in German town or city. All right, so this piece will deploy. I'll go ahead and take that bridge marker off. Oh, no, it's still technically, they haven't crossed it. So yeah, that piece will deploy there. That just strengthened them big time. Okay, so that would be it for this card. They use the deploy reserves part of that for an out of contact unit. Okay. Back to the Allied. I cannot use that to activate them or them because I just activated that core. This is our only choice card to use if I'm going to activate. We will do that. The 58th, I think, is that? The LVII core. Okay. All right, we're going to attack this, but watch. Costs 1 to break contact. Second point down the road. 2, 3, 4. He's going to stop. Notice. I've got zone of control here. I've got zone of control, zone of control, zone of control. I'm potentially causing a surround issue of a whole bunch of pieces. We'll check that on the supply phase next day. This piece will advance to here. And we have one down here, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm not going to be attacking. I thought I had a... I'm not going to undo what I did, but I had intended on using that card to activate that core, and that card to do a reinforced battle with that piece. So I'm going to leave it the way I played it. I'll continue activating these guys, but it does not look like I'm going to be actually attacking that hex. All right, that's probably going to be it then, because I'm not going to move him off of VP hex. I could move this guy. Yeah, we'll do that. So 1, 2, 1 to break contact, 2 to move down the road. And we'll go to here. Okay. Yeah, if I did an attack here, it would be cutting this in half. It would be 3 to 3. It would be 1 to 1 odds. Yeah, I could throw artillery at it. Or, oh, never mind. No, I can't. Because that's only 2 command value points. I have to play, if I played that card, I've got to do one of these. And I can't because I just activated them. That's okay. We'll make it work. Just watch. This one's done. Okay, that card is done. I cannot activate this core because I just activated them last impulse. Today is the 20th. We're going to assign 2 reinforcement points to the core, which means let's go to that reinforcement real quick. This is our first time doing it. Reinforcement. Or replacements, I guess they're called, not reinforcement. Replacement. The 20th is the first day. So we're going to rebuild lost German steps. The unit must be in supply and able to trace supply to receive replacements. The unit receiving may be in enemy controlled hex and it may be dispersed. Just have to be able to trace supply. German elite. You can only replace elite if there's no non-elite units eligible. Given unit may be increased by no more than 1 step in a single impulse. Okay, So, in short, we've got 2 replacement points. We have to give it to pieces with block dots before red dots. I do have, and I have to have the supply. So, this piece will get a replacement point. Okay. And we have one back here. At least one. Let's see here. This will be the other one. Okay. All right. So that is 3 more command level points. That will end our impulse. We still have 1 German card. We go back to the Allied impulse. Nothing says special. We will check the U.S. 3rd 8th Corps. Nothing's in the reserve box. 8th Corps. We'll check to see if we have any out of contact. They're in contact, they're in contact, they're in contact. So there's nothing for the deploy reserves. Point 4 is to look to assign replacements. All right. Now, for the Allies, since we were just here, there is a restriction. Here. In an Allied impulse, check on map units. If the Corps has at least 2 reduced units in play, they receive replacements. That means we need to have at least 2 units that need replacement. That's 1. Those do not need replacements. They don't have any other pieces. So we skip the replacements part. And now we check to German. Activate all units in Corps. Very quickly, this unit is eligible for an improved position. So based on that, we have already passed the check to see if we activate or not. So if all those criteria, one of them is eligible for IP. Do we have any units wandering behind enemy lines? We do not. So we draw 3 action cards. 1, 2, 3. Numerical order. 02, 08, 18. Fill the gap. Biggest number to lowest. So we have a 14, 13, 21. So 21 is unit proximate to an empty position to which German unit is also proximate. No. In terms of preserving the line, no. Because if we were to move to here, that would not be preserving the line. So, no, these are all going to stay in place. No, fill the gap. Strong attack, starting with the lowest numbered, which would be that one, 13. It's unlikely. Strength of unit, stack, and other active units are more than 3 times proximate German unit. No. We need to have at least 9 strength to even consider attacking that. We don't. Same with that. We need a lot more. So no, those are not strong enough. That one is a strength of 2. He is not strong enough. So there will not be a strong attack. Open supply line. Unit props. Any units unable to trace supply down here? No. Okay. So there's no need to move to try and open a supply line because everyone down here is fine. So no actions taken. So now, that was item 2 of all that. Now we're to 3. Place IP markers on eligible non-dispersed active units. IP marker, he's in a town, he's not eligible, and that one. So we need 2 improved positions. So they have just strengthened where they're holding. And we return to the final German impulse. We've got this card. We can activate Piper or 150, which would be that piece. It's got a strength of 6. I could do a 1.5 to 1 combat odds attack on that dispersed piece. Where's 150? I've lost an entire unit. There he is. I could have strengthened that piece there too. All right, I could activate him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So he could even do the strategic movement and go up to 12, which could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop because I can't go next to him. There's also the option of activating any one unit. So it could be beneficial to, let's do that. We're going to activate this piece. Let's see if that becomes a unit or not. Okay, so we're going to activate that piece, that unit. And in doing so, we have to do a roadblock check. 5 or less. So we want 6 or more. 2. How about that? Alrighty. So roadblock reserve check. With any luck, they won't have any pieces they can move there. Oh, but they will. Maybe not. Place an allied reserve. There's none. Let's see. Place a reserve or out of contact unit from the same army as the on-mat unit closest. So the first army is the closest. So we need a out of contact unit from the first army, which there might not be any now. We'll see. In contact. He's in contact. He's now in contact because he could do 1 to break contact, 2, he's next to him. How about him? 3. 1, 2. Interesting. That would be creating a hole in the line if I did him out of contact. Oh. No, 1, 2, 3, all in contact. They all have they don't have enough strength to be considered out of contact, in contact, in contact. All right, we're going to have to determine if this piece would be eligible, because he would create a hole in the line. All right, back to this. Let's go to 9.3. There might be some extra verbiage. Out, on map out, on map unit is out of contact in either of the following. Removal would not create a gap in the line. There you go. That would create a gap in the line. So they do not have any out of contact units. If none are available, no unit is placed. So that worked. That's removed. And we can now move this piece. 1. Now we have to do a bridge check for here. 1 or 2, it blows. 8. Okay, and since we just crossed this other bridge, it is now in German control. Okay, we took 2 victory points. 1, 2. We took that town. Okay. 1. If I moved here, I could move to here because this is not connected via road. Or I could go this way. We're going this way. So that was 1. 2, 3. 4, 5. I'm stretching myself thin, but that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. That's the end of his impulse. Back to the Allied for the final impulse of the day. Okay. U.S. 3rd, 8th Corps once again. No special. Deploy reserves. We just went through that. There's no out of contact units. There's expedite. There are no units of that corps on the next day to expedite. They are not down at least 2 strength points. That one was down 1 strength point. The other units on the board are full strength. Let's check the activation rules. Okay. No one's wandering. No one is in danger of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No one's in danger of surround. No one is out of contact. No one is dispersed. No one is eligible for IP because we placed those last time. Do we have a simple 2-to-1 strength advantage against a proximate German unit or stack, including strengths of other Allied units proximate? No, I know that because there's not enough pieces. This one, potentially. We need a simple 2-to-1 strength. If we look at this piece right here, sorry, you can't see that. This piece right here has a strength of 2. Okay. This piece and other units proximate, doesn't say activated, just proximate. Do we have a 2-to-1 advantage? Yes, we do. So that means we will draw 3 cards. Uh-oh. Where were we? I believe it was like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. We look at attack first. Starting with the lowest numbered unit, which would be one of these. 13. So this one first. Is the unit strength greater than a proximate German? No, it is not. Is this one greater than? No, it is not. Is this one greater than? It's not going to be, because their strength is only 2. And he is not greater than 2. Let me see if the unbracketed means anything. On the strength check. Situational strength. Oh, let's see here. Forest. -1 in the clear. Oh, they're in woods. They're not in the clear. Okay. So this piece alone, that stack, is not greater than a German stack. So we don't do an attack. Now, potentially this could have been like a strong attack, which would have meant, use that stack plus other units proximate. So we did not have that one. Strengthen. Unit is proximate to, but not stacked, with an Allied unit strength less than 3, to which German units with strength greater than 7 are proximate. Preserve the line, blah, blah, blah. Starting with the biggest number on down. So for starters, for him to move, no. Allied unit with strength less than or equal to 3. He's 4. How about him? For him to move there, oh, he could move there because he does not exert zone of control. So this piece could move 1, 2, 3. He could join him as long as German units with a total strength greater than or equal to 7 are proximate. I cannot get 7 strength points to attack that if I wanted to. So he's not going to do anything. These won't move because they would not be preserving the line. So we toss that one. Pull back. Unit in a hex less than 5. Hold value, able to move, and out of communication or in danger of surround. That is not in danger of surround because I cannot get a piece here. Oh, I take that. Nope. He has zone of control because of the town, so he cannot move from there to there. And those are not in risk either. So, no action cards are used. And ultimately, nothing is done, because the only other actions would be to place an IP marker. There's no eligible spots, or remove dispersed. So it's a quiet ending to December 20th. End of day phase. Return all combat chits. And remove any dispersed markers. That one no longer dispersed. And that's it. Okay. Advance the calendar to the 21st. That'll be the next time.